Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com. You're welcome for another weekly edition, my top stocks to watch for the coming week. Don't forget, this week earnings season is starting up, so pay attention, manage your risk. Let's see my watch list for the coming week. First name, C-Day, 74 area, very tough resistance as we can see each and every time since February of 2022. Tried, rejected, only here. But it went back down, and also since February of 2023, very tough resistance. So to go long, we have two options. First, wait for 2-3 days closing above the 74. Then we can use this trend line and Fibonacci levels to manage our risk. Look left, this trend line goes way back to June of 2022 and is holding the higher lows. All we need is break above the 74. If market sentiment will become bearish again, we should wait for another bounce of this yellow trend line before the next leg up. Next, Disney. I'm watching this name in the past few weeks. I'm waiting for two things. First, I'm waiting for a weekly or 2 weeks above this purple trend line. This purple trend line goes all the way back to September of 2021. 2 years? More than 2 years, because it started March of 2021, but 2 years of this downtrend line, this purple trend line. I'm waiting for at least 2 weeks closing above this purple trend line, and then we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and Fibonacci will let us know future price resistance and support for future, how to manage our future risk management. You can also use on the daily, you can clearly see Disney is trying to break above, but as we said, this is not a breakout. It's continuing sliding on this trend line. So another 2-3 days above the 86, and then we can start our long position using Fibonacci and ATR to manage our risk for future price action. If you don't know how to use ATR, you are more than welcome to check the links in the description below. Go to the Fibonacci Traders Academy playlist, free playlist, 25 videos on how to become a better trader each and every day, each and every week, technical and the psychology behind trading. Look for the how to use ATR video. Intel INTC is the ticker. Look left. This blue trend line goes way back to March of 2021. Very steep downtrend, long downtrend on Intel. Few weeks back, tried to break above it, got stuck in this very tough resistance zone. As you can see, this zone goes way back to September 14th. Resistance, resistance, broke to the downside, and once again, since June 2023, once again, very tough resistance. So we are waiting for a weekly close, at least 1 week close inside the zone. And then we can take also Fibonacci and ATR on the daily to manage our risk. On the daily, Intel looks like this. Uptrend, short-term uptrend. Now I'm waiting to see retracement, retesting this yellow trend line as support, and bounce back towards this yellow trend line, breaking below this yellow trend line. No need to guess where price might be heading next, to this lower trend line. And then we can take also Fibonacci on the daily, and here you have all the levels to the downside, to the upside, ATR and trend lines. Always zoom in, zoom out to get a better point of view of price action. Only by zooming in, zooming out, you will become a better trader, and with high probability you will also understand where price might be heading next. MAX, MAX is the ticker, Media Alpha Inc. Downtrend, very steep downtrend, bounce, 618, retracement towards the 382, now bouncing, 50% retracement is holding as resistance. Let's see continuation, another 2-3 days above the 1035, 1040, towards the 8, towards the 1080. On the daily, it looks like this. We have downtrend. Look at this trend line. Broke above, sliding down. Friday, bullish sentiment, but one day does not change the overall sentiment. We need another few days. Above which level? No need to guess. We have Fibonacci. Another 1 or 2 days above 975, 980, and then we can start taking our long once again using trend lines, Fibonacci, and ATR. If you want to become a better trader, a professional risk manager, because this is our job, we are risk managers. Check the links in the description below. Choose your own path. We have the one-on-one live mentorship program or the same program online pre-recorded. Both programs, I guarantee lifetime access, support, guidance, and of course, all Discord channels. Both programs available in English and in Hebrew. So check the links in the description below. Next name is VERX, Vertex Inc. This name is on our watch list in the past few weeks. Previous week, first week of October, broke to the upside with a doji. Last week, another doji, but on the positive side, managed to close above this 23 area, but it's a doji, some kind of retracement. Also depends on the overall sentiment in the market. We also have this trend line over here, which is a little bit steep in my opinion. So this trend line needs to hold some kind of retracement, retesting this trend line before the next leg up, before the next break above the 23. But as long as price is above the 23, we are good to go long. LDOS, LDOS holding. We have uptrend, retracement towards the 382. Now let's see continuation above the 95 towards 100. But overall, we can see that this area will become the next very tough resistance. All this area, the 110, 111, very tough resistance. So let's wait another day or two above 96.50 and 97, then towards the 102, 103 area, and then 111. IP is next. International Paper Company. We have a very steep downtrend. This is why we use trend lines. This trend line goes way back to May of 2021. Look here. Each and every time price reached, got rejected, reached, got rejected, reached, reject, reach, reject. Now, let's see, can bulls of IP break up and above this very tough yellow trend line? In my opinion, I would wait for a weekly close above 37, and then we can say we are good to go long, of course, using Fibonacci, ATR, daily ATR, or if you are swing trading according to the weekly, you can also use ATR on the weekly. I use ATR for the daily. We can also take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high on the daily, zoom in, zoom out, long above 36. And of course, everything you see and hear on my video and in general on my channel is for educational purposes only. Never follow anyone blindly on social media, and it doesn't matter how many subscribers or followers they have. Always do your own due diligence. GILD, Gilead Sciences, on the weekly downtrend until proven otherwise. I'm waiting for at least 1 week closing above this downtrend channel, and then we can start slowly building our long position. We can take Fibonacci. For now it's to the downside because we are in the downtrend, but it also gives us the future resistance for the upside. So if we can get a weekly close above the 70, 78, 79 area as for now, we can start building our long position. How do we do it? We start small size, 25% of our original size over here. Then we go to the daily. We can take Fibonacci also on the daily. Swing low, swing high for the daily. This is why it's super important to really understand price action on multi-time frames, we can add another 25% above the 80 area, another 25 or maybe the full size position above the 8150, and always manage your risk according to the levels, trend lines, and of course ATR. Boeing with a massive broadening formation on the weekly. Now if you want to go long, it's not yet the time, but if we can start maybe next week an inside weekly candle, maybe it will be the sign for a bounce back to this yellow trend line. We need a weekly close above 194, and then we can manage our weekly stop loss below this yellow trend line, below this 182 area. We can also look on the daily. This is how Boeing looks on the daily. We can take swing low, swing high. For now it's to the downside, but it also gives us future resistance. We can start above the 200 area. We have a gap over here. This gap will get filled, and then start our long position slowly, as we said on Gilead, above the 200, and each and every level to the upside we can add a little bit more until we will have 100% position. Fast uptrend until proven otherwise. Last week, very bullish week for FAST, Festanel Company. Next resistance is this trend line to the upside. So if you want to go long, now I would wait, because this trend line will become resistance for the higher highs. But each and every time price of fast reached this trend line, got rejected. So maybe we can wait for this trend line to get hit around the 63. You can start your small long size above 61, above last week's highs, but embrace and be careful from this area over here, the 63 area. You might get some kind of retracement back to the 61, maybe even back to the 59. Or if you see 2-3 days closing above this trend line, then we can go long. Very interesting price action on AFST. AR is next. If you are a pattern trader, pattern seeker, cup handle, but do not trust patterns, because patterns are not reliable. You can see the cup and handle on the weekly, on the daily. It looks like this. We had a double bottom. This is cup. I would not drink from this kind of a cup, but it's all in the eyes of the observer. We can start our long position above the 28.14 using ATR, Fibonacci levels to the downside as our risk management. Also on the weekly 28.30, then 29.74, and then 31, and maybe by the end of this year we are heading towards 35. NTNX, last but not least, we had a downtrend line since June of 2018. Very tough downtrend line, held as resistance. In the past few weeks, since August, bounced up, and this trend line from resistance to support. Last week, very bullish day, nice continuation. Now all we need is continuation above the 39 area. Next resistance will be the 44. On the daily, it looks like this. Trend line, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. Now, support. You can take Fibonacci also on the daily. Swing low, swing high. And there you have it. All the levels to the downside and to the upside. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because we are going live for now at least one day, one time a day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Until the next video, stay safe, trade safe.